We had a problem. We wanted to increase the production value of our live streams at the performance horse events that we stream all over the United States without the increased cost of extra help, camera people, hotels, cables, running power cords, and all the headaches that come with adding additional cameras. That's when a colleague of mine introduced me to the BirdDog P200. He showed me that with one Cat5 cable connected over NDI over the network, he could control, receive video, and power that camera, all with one cable. Since then, we have now added 3 BirdDog P200s, the new PH120, as well as 2 BirdDog Studios, bringing them all over the NDI network with one input into our vMix production. This has been huge to help keep cables and help to a minimum, help keep our costs down and increase the production value for our client, which was our ultimate goal. As we travel from show to show, sometimes we only have a couple of hours to get set up. So having the ability to set each camera up with just one cable and not have to source out power outlets, power cords and everything else that goes along with it, it helped keep our setup time to a minimum while still allowing us to add more cameras for the production. The quality of the camera and the footage is incredible, and being able to control all these over the NDI network with one input makes it a no-brainer for us to use the BirdDog products. With the ability to place these cameras virtually anywhere, it allows us to bring in more camera angles and give us more freedom to place those cameras where we need them the most, whether it's an interview on the side of the arena or the action from up above or down below. We can capture any angle with minimum cables. When one of my dogs chewed through a cable, I emailed BirdDog to see if I could get a replacement cable. Within minutes, they emailed me back and said that they were sending a new replacement cable to the location we were at. It did not affect our production one bit. Thank you, BirdDog. At Performance Horse Central, we're always looking for new ways, better ways to increase our production. BirdDog has helped us do that and bring that quality to our clients. BirdDog, thank you very much. We couldn't do it without you.
Well, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. My name is BirdDogJon, and we're off to the races again. I was checking my microphone before the show started, and it was really loud. And now that I've gone to the live show, now it's not as loud. So we're going to turn that up so that you can hear me clearly. And I'm going to check it. It sounds maybe a little too hot. There we go. Okay. And yeah, hopefully that works out. So how's it going? I'm BirdDogJon. Thanks for joining us wherever you're joining us from. Appreciate you tuning in and hanging out for a little bit if you can. We'll be on for an hour, so happy to take your calls and questions. One of my radio show. Happy to take your questions. Jump on the chat. Feel free to ask those in real time, and we will try and get to as many of those as we can. Some days it's really busy with questions, and some days it's not. So, what's going on, NetHab? Thanks for hanging out. All the dirt makes me wish the cameras had Ethercon to keep the dirt out. It's true. That would be a great step in the next direction, I guess. So, good stuff. So yeah, if you're joining us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook user group, Facebook beta group, or my own LinkedIn page, if you're hanging out, thanks for joining up with us. Yeah, this is a support channel for folks that are just want to chat about NDI. We have a cool little community of people that show up usually every week. Once or twice a week, we show at 11 to 12. Been doing this for several years now. Several years. And it just keeps rolling. We gave up our affiliate status to Twitch at the beginning of the month because that was going nowhere. And now we're just streaming everywhere that I can. So, good stuff. If you want to be in the chat, jump in on YouTube or on Twitch or Discord. So we have a Discord channel, and that will show up here in the chat periodically. And there's a sub in there called Twitch, and if you type in there, your chat will appear on screen. So come hang out with us. Thanks for jumping in and whatever it is that you do. Thanks for joining us. Now, some weird stuff is going on here today on this stream. First of all, I'm having drop frames in Wirecast. I have basically eliminated all of the cameras except for 3. So the P400 is off. The P100, that is kind of like the secondary P100 that I use, is off. So I've just got the overhead camera, which is typically the Dexter camera, but today Dexy is on a PF120, so he's hanging out here with us today and having a little snooze, just sleeping in his crate. On Tuesday, we attempted to let him roam free through the studio and just pick a spot to lay down, and that did not work. So he ended up barking, clawing at the door, doing all sorts of stuff. So evidently he cannot be trusted. So we'll have to just keep him in his crate, which is where he sleeps, has a good nap during the show, and we bring him in every now and then when things get dry. Speaking of which, not the content going dry, but speaking of which, I've changed my water intake significantly because it used to be basically 0. And now I'm drinking 2 or 3 of these a day. We talked about a week ago about this brand of bottle that I really like. Anyways, I'm drinking 2 or 3 of these a day, and good golly, that is a change in my routine, that's for sure. I'll just leave it at that, but quite the change of routine. What's going on, Senseless? Thanks for jumping in today. Oh, yeah, referring to the intro video. Yeah, I assume that's what you were talking about. Yeah, those guys would benefit from something like that because I can't imagine they're able to keep their gear clean. But anyway, electronics in a dusty environment, that's got its challenges. It's a shame that we don't make an enclosure because I feel like that would be an easy win, but it's also forces people to use the cameras at their own risk, which I think is probably a more appropriate risk management level. Because then you get into, well, I put it outside and the case leaked and it ruined my camera, so you owe me not only a new case but a new camera and yada yada. So I don't know if that will ever be a thing, but right now there are a couple of case manufacturers that it kind of works, and so there are some things out there that you can use a third-party case for, but if it wrecks the camera, all bets are off. So BitPod over in the UK, let me pull up the actual chat and restream so I can kind of see everything here. I've not upgraded to the latest firmware yet, as I've seen a few issues on Facebook comments. Oh gosh, Facebook. Which has made me a little nervous. Can you give a reality check on this, as I'm keen to get the new features, but I don't want anything to go wrong on a live broadcast? Well, first of all, don't upgrade the gear when you have a live broadcast coming up like today, okay? You need some time not only to upgrade correctly, but then reset presets, get used to the new coloration features, make sure it looks right. There's a bit of a learning curve, so give yourself some time. That's number one. Number two is, yes, people on Facebook will post about the update not working right. However, there are thousands of P200s running the new update. Thousands, literally thousands and thousands and thousands of them. This one right here is running the latest update, and it runs in cam control, no issues. We've handled a handful of people who have reached out to us at help@bird-dog.tv or help@birddog.tv, and help them upgrade their camera. But generally, the upgrade fails if you interrupt the baseboard update or the firmware update mid-stream. So we've had people where their power goes out, or they disconnected it. They realized they were putting the wrong one on there or whatever, and they disconnected it, and just didn't, that'll brick the camera. So there are some cautionary things there, but I'd also be really wary about Facebook, okay? Because people don't go to a manufacturer's social media account to find out how everybody's, is loving the product. Typically, people go there to complain. That's just, or they refuse to use the support system, which I as the support manager, think is hilarious, by the way, because I've got a great group of guys that respond to almost every ticket that ever comes in as quick as we can. So, people who refuse to use the system are really just shooting themselves in the foot, and they go and they complain on Facebook, and they get a handful of responses from a variety of users and technical level experts. So, it's you got to be really careful with Facebook, because the people who did the upgrade and are using it in their studio didn't go on to Facebook and also say, hey, the upgrade worked perfect for me, and adding that to the list. It's usually only the complainers. So be really careful with that. When the upgrade goes right, people don't normally come to post. Thanks, NetHab. But when there's a problem, they will. So any comment section is skewed. Yeah, I like to use the phrase cesspool, but anyways. The issue I remember are PTZ speeds and also presets not being saved. Yes, the presets, you're doing a baseboard upgrade, so the presets have to be redone. They will not save. That's in the manual, though. In the upgrade manual, I believe. What's going on, BirdDog Tim? There's a lot of misinformation and guessing in the user group among some good and true information. That's also true. I do find there's a variety of experts out there, and again, air quotes. There's a variety of experts, and Facebook is kind of a collection of everything, because there's very little in terms of criteria to get into the BirdDog user group. It's basically own a BirdDog. So that could be anybody. That could be someone integrating with TC1s or TC2s on a daily basis, weekly basis, who are integrating NDI, and they're in the same group as like Betty from the Lutheran Church, who just bought a BirdDog and plugged it into her Wi-Fi router. They both qualify to belong in the group, so be really careful about that. If you really want help, expert help, if you really want some guidance or whatever, reach out to us at help@birddog.tv or head over to the knowledge database. There's a ton of videos over there about upgrades, about how to do it right. Follow the manual just to the letter, and you should be fine. There shouldn't be any issue with it. We have thousands of cameras running the latest update. So PTC speed is usually quickly resolved by increasing the 3 slider in the web UI to maximum. Agreed. The default, I believe, on the install portion. Thanks, Tim. That's a great observation. The default is set right down the middle, and that's the threshold. That's the maximum speed, and so you just crank those all up, and then you get full speed again. So that's really the issue with the speed stuff. But the presets will not be saved. So if you have like 100 presets or something like that on the camera, you're going to have to redo those flat out. There's no way to save them. There's no way to export them. That is a consequence of getting all the new features from the latest update. So baseboard and firmware have to be done correctly. Please verify after you do the baseboard, verify that it is running the latest version and that those numbers are listed in the manual. Make sure you did that one right first before you do the next one, because you really go down a rabbit hole if you do one, then it power cycles, but the baseboard didn't actually take it, didn't like your USB stick, or wasn't formatted correctly or something like that. Something goes awry, and then you throw the new firmware on it, then you will lose control of you won't brick it, but you'll lose control of the camera, and that'll be a bit of a problem. So that's why I was asking. Yep. There you go. Can I also ask if I should... You don't ever have to ask permission to ask a question on this channel. That's the whole purpose of the support show. So, ask away. Can I also ask if I should be using NDI or Sony Visca for camera control? What's the difference? Okay, so, assuming you're talking about keyboard, NDI control is using the NDI metadata to control the camera, okay? Left, right, up, down, zoom in, out, all that stuff. We have written an NDI packet that will control the camera. Visca IP, Sony Visca IP in particular, is the base for a lot of that code. So if you want to talk to other controllers, for example, they need to be controlling the camera with Sony Visca IP. We've written an NDI control version, which works on our keyboard, but Sony Visca is also an option on the keyboard. And so you can find the cameras with the fun little search function with the NDI-IP function. And then if you want to use the Sony Visca IP protocol as kind of a standardized protocol across the board, by all means, all you got to do there is go into the keyboard, set up password, camera settings, select the camera that you want to change, and scroll down to protocol and change it to Visca IP, not Visca. Change it to Visca IP, and then exit the menu, exit all the way out, and you should be good to go. What's going on, Bird Dog Tim? You know us Brits, we have our moments of politeness. It's true. You do have your moments. All good. All good. I appreciate you being polite on the channel. That's always appreciated. Thank you. Some shows we talk about our favorite potato chips. So ask away. Yeah, it's true. We do talk about potato chips on this channel. We also talk about space-flavored Coca-Cola. That was on Tuesday's show. Today I don't have anything to try other than my bottle of water. So I'm going to be drinking that. And we'll have Dexy check in every once in a while. Salt and vinegar. I assume it means all the way. I'm a big salt and vinegar chip fan. You can't go wrong. Yeah. The varying... I mean, the stronger the better as far as I'm concerned. Long ago, I used to be a Miss Vicky's fan. Do they have those chips here? Miss Vicky's salt and vinegar chips? Yeah, those are good. So, I'm a big fan. However, there's a guy that hangs out with us on this channel called Kevin, and he has sent us... Brayton's a fan. Worcester sauce flavored? No, I have not. I would love to give that one a go. I'll have to look that up. If you send us snacks here at the U.S. office, I will try them on the show. That's the deal. Yeah. I'll bring them on the show and try them and give a review. So, space-flavored Coke, that was on Tuesday. We did Hello Panda cookies and dark chocolate Tim Tams last week. So, it's a regular thing. We're not just an exclusive NDI chat, which probably drives some people away. But, yeah, if there's snacks in the office and they're strange, I'll give it a go. The space-flavored Coke was definitely more of like a vanilla or like a Jones soda or kind of a mix. It was okay, but I probably wouldn't go to the store to buy it. If I saw it in the store, I probably wouldn't buy it. If somebody said, "Oh, you're thirsty? Here's a drink." Okay, fine. But that's the level. Uh-oh. On my monitor, something just happened here. I think it's just my iPad, though. Everything shows functional. This account has been suspended? Whoa. Did the Twitch stream just stop? Oh boy. Yeah. No. I'm still live, but not on Twitch. They dumped my channel. Yeah, okay. So that's weird. So Twitch has just dumped my channel. I'm not an affiliate, so I'm not too sure why I got banned. All right. Well, that is why I'm streaming to multiple platforms, I guess. All right. Well, hopefully you're able to join us on another platform. Thanks for hanging out. I really don't know what the heck happened here. I need to... I can't even get into my account. Filing a channel specific... Crazy. Well, hopefully you can join us over the user group or on YouTube or somewhere like that. Really strange. I'm not too sure why. That's we'll have to sort that out, I guess. I used to be an affiliate, and I know that you're not allowed to stream to multiple. Awesome. What's going on, BitPod? Yeah. I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. All right. Well, let's try and log in and see what is going on. I can't log in. So I wonder what I have been... Actually, you know what? I could... let's see if they sent me an email. It's nice that they gave me an explanation. Twitch account BirdDogJon. Safe for everyone. Yeah, part of it. The violation occurred on stream. Content related as a violation may be removed. Yeah, that's bizarre. You may appeal this decision by clicking through these instructions. I wonder what I violated. Russian hacking. Hey, wait. You can chat on Facebook? I didn't know that. Fantastic. Before you fill out the form, click login at the top of your page and on the form for your Twitch. I can't even get into my Twitch account. Yeah, that's bizarro. So examples of volatile conduct include, but are not limited to, posting a link in your chat that runs a direct exe download containing a virus. Didn't do that. Using your panels to direct people to a fake website. Didn't do that. Linking to IP grabbers. Okay. The distribution of harmful or malware websites. That's what the violation is. So let's take a quick look at the chat and see what website. Oh, birddog.tv/ticket. That's the only website that I have been broadcasting. Back to NDI control for the keyboard. Which control method would allow me the most control for the iris control with the Sony Visca? Which control would give you the most control? Well, you're either Sony or NDI if you want iris control of a BirdDog camera. What's going on, MTash? Thanks for jumping on Facebook. The anonymous Facebook user. It's okay, I don't mind. It's not very granular. This is the latest version. This is LTS on keyboard you're referring to? It's good to know. So yeah, NDI or Visca IP, those are your options if you want to control the iris on the keyboard. That's basically the option. The iris jumps too far with each click. Interesting. This is a BirdDog camera. what's hilarious about the Twitch stuff is they give you no, like, contact us if you think we're wrong. You know? It's none of that. It's like, here's why you've been blocked. It's like, well, great. How do I appeal this? I've been locked out of my account. Account. Before you fill the form, click login at the top of the page. Alright. But when I go here, this is an endless loop. Oh my gosh. What a pain in the rear. Redirecting you automatically. Alright. Let's try to appeal this, see how this goes. What's going on, Super Okay? This song gives me life right now. Twitch is notorious for being vague and unhelpful when it comes to system bans. I've never been banned before. And I have been running that link for, well, that new link for a month and a half now. So, yeah, that's awesome sauce. Click on login. Suspensions on the drop-down menu. Okay. Oh, wait. Account and login issues. So... yeah. They got to do better about that. Like, there's no way. If you're going to ban people, you have to make it obvious as to how they can get help to get unbanned, right? Category, login issues, suspension. Yeah, I've read this article. Thank you. Have you read our terms of services agreements? Yes. Have you read through our guidelines? Yes. Date of suspension today. There it is. Oh, is that my IP? Yes. Subject. Where did you experience this? What is that? Not applicable. I am not a robot. Okay, cool. All right. Let's submit this and see how it goes. All right, well, back to the show. Hopefully you're able to join us not on Twitch, but somewhere else. Feel free to subscribe to that YouTube channel if you're so inclined. If I can get 100 subscribers to YouTube, I can change my URL to not be something Bojank. So, yeah, subscribe it up. Maybe it's time that we officially promote ourselves away from Twitch if they're going to ban me for crap like that mid-show. If they sent me like a warning or something like, hey, we think you posted something suspicious, can you look? Then I could look and see, here are the links that I posted in my show. But they just cut me off midstream, and that's that. So that's fun. Anyway, let's go back here. Iris jumps too far for too many clicks. It's a P200. Yeah, so try NDI then. That's your other option. There's no way to change that threshold, that Iris threshold either. So yeah, you have to try out those two protocols and see which ones works. Maybe your stream is too high quality. I highly doubt that that's what's it. Twitch is notorious for being vague and unhelpful when it comes to system bans. I would agree. I'm not a gamer, but in the gaming world, when you get banned, do you earn some sort of star or badge or status among the people? Yeah, I don't know. It's obvious that it's an automated thing, because if anybody was watching the show, they would know. If like they could click on it and be like, oh, that goes to their support website. Because it even says in the thing, need to open a support ticket? Anyway, so stupid. John, did something happen? Yes. I got... Wait. Where are you? Here, I'll report back to Discord. Yes, join us on YouTube. Twitch banned me. Oh, whoops. I meant to say join, not going. I'll grab that YouTube link real quick. Hang on. YouTube. My channel is... Yoink. Yoink. Here it is. But it's such a brutal... Yoink. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that, folks. It's always something now. Usually we have a really good gathering. It still shows that I'm streaming to Twitch, but I'm definitely not. So that's a shame. But hey, thanks for joining us over on Facebook, or thanks for joining us on YouTube, and anybody hanging out at LinkedIn. I actually don't have eyes on LinkedIn because they don't stream that way. So let's take a peek at my profile. I should be live there. Yep, here we are. And if I just hit play, there we go. So I can't see people count on here, but somebody gave me a thumbs up. Oh, somebody from New Tech. Hey, Jeremy. Hope you're doing well. Did they ban you midstream? They sure did. They sure did. Now for Discord, we'll ban you for posting YouTube links. Well, Beep Chirp might. Yeah, if you need to get to a different spot in the channel, it's really a shame. Maybe I should run over to Facebook and just update on what's going on here. So, oh wait, I guess I could just delete this post because we're live now, so boink. Man, that's a shame. Really annoyed by that, but this is me really annoyed. So you know, if I get fiery about something, then I've been pushed to my limit, right? Alright, we're going to delete the posts. That's a shame. Let's see if I got an email yet. Oh, your case has been opened with Twitch support. This is an automated response. Yeah, gee, thanks. Thanks for that. Well, I'll give you the whole weekend to sort it out, Twitch, but for crying out loud. Whoa. This is that song with the jacked up left-right thing. Doesn't sound right. Does this song sound right to anybody? Oh, it's terrible. terrible. All right, next song. Oh, it's doing to this one too. All right, something's wrong. Let's check out what the audio is doing. Now it's fixed. Super okay. Yeah, that's like painful to listen to. Sounds glitchy. Alright, well, I think I fixed it. I'll try and delete that song. Next time I hear it, remind me to delete it, because I don't like that. So, how is the puppers taking it? Well, he's alright. He's had a, let's say, a rough week. So, he needs to rest. Big time. So that hopefully that's what today is. I'm actually at home tomorrow, so he'll be hanging out with me there. A little break in his schedule. Super okay. I hate it. Song sucks. It's playing twice or something. Hey, did you get banned for using this music? No, that's not what they banned me for. They banned me because they said I was sending links that lead to malware. So, yeah. Can we talk about PoE Plus switches? We absolutely can. 100%. I'd love to. Currently using a Unify 8 port. Let me know when you want to talk about PoE Plus switches. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. And it's fine. So what's the benefit in looking into a Netgear NDI instead? I'm just tuning in other than getting banned. How's today going? It's going all right, Cal. It's been all right. I'd like Twitch to sort out my Twitch ban, but that doesn't sound like it's going to happen for a couple of days, so I'm going to stop looking at that now. And onward and upward. Yeah, okay, so an NDI switch. Let's go down that road with like the Netgear 4250. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up just kind of their general specs. I've actually been looking at these a lot. Oh, hey, we need to talk about NAB. So yeah, we need to talk about that. John, after updating the P200, the controller response time of the joystick and zoom keypad has noticeably increased. Is there a way to fix this? Yeah. You can go to the web UI of the camera and turn it down. Okay, so there are thresholds inside the PTZ menu, I believe. And there are like speed limits, speed maximums. So you can bring those in a bit to cool it if you need to. Yeah, the 8150 is a very common, but it's the Gen 1 is a solid switch. So if that's the one you have, I've used that for small installs and it works just fine. I have to reboot it like once a week just to keep the gremlins out of it, but seems to be okay. Okay, so the Netgear 4250, I'm just going to pull this up real quick so that you can see, and let's bring Dexter in on this as well. All right, hopefully you can see this. So the Netgear 4250 family, it works pretty well. I'm running a Netgear 4250 here today, and it's actually governed by a Ubiquiti network. The DHCP is a Ubiquiti switch. And, you know, like it's a, what do they call that thing? The Pro Gateway or whatever it is. It's an actual box. That's a 1U box. But when it comes to using these as your layer 3 switch, meaning it's going to run your DHCP, your VLANs, all of your routing tables, all that stuff, MDNS. This is kind of the one-stop shop. And the great thing about this is you can expand it fairly effortlessly. Here's what I mean. This switch family, you can set up the configuration on one switch and then quite literally just spanning tree them together It's that easy if you want to go that like straightforward. You can literally just daisy them together and fire them up, and they work. If you're using that configuration, I would strongly suggest like a power sequencer, so that switch 1, your primary layer 3 switch, powers on before the other, like 30 seconds before the other switches in layer 2 mode power on. What I really like here, though, is Netgear has updated their firmware profiles to accommodate NDI 4 and NDI 5 in different profiles. So you can, if you have NDI 5 products, you can run everything in NDI 5, and BirdDog will soon have the NDI 5 stuff hopefully out and ready for public consumption. I've seen a few alpha tests, so it is coming along. But we are all in NDI 4 camp, and the NDI 4 profile is still available on the Netgear Switch as something that you can use and set up. So you can totally fire up a VLAN that is all running an NDI 4, plug everything into it, everything will get an IP address from a DHCP service that's running on the layer 3 switch, and it will do it for you. The other thing is, if you're at all into networking, you can trunk these units together. And in particular, you could go, if you have a bigger install, you could get a Netgear 4250 fiber core and put your layer 3 settings on the fiber core, and then you could trunk these together over dual fiber if you wanted. So you get 20 gig backbone all going through your system off of every switch. Every port on it is, I believe they're all gig ports. But then you can get 20 gigs back, or more actually, but you could do 20 gigs back over the SFP Plus ports back to the fiber core and literally have a 20 gig backbone throughout the installation. Now, here's a little sneak peek about NAB, which is why I thought of this. NAB, I'm hoping to have that configuration, a 20 gig backbone, running through the BirdDog stand. It is yet to be seen if we can secure those switches, because they're big boys and not just your average, 10 or 12 port switches. So we really need the big ones. But if we can get them from Netgear, we will showcase them, and you can walk up to the booth and talk to me about how that's all working. So pretty excited about that. Yeah, it's going to be great. Let me just jump back here to the show and pull up the chat. Hi, John. I didn't think about speed, but the response time of the controls increased significantly. Oh, that's not what you said. Well, that's not what I thought you said. This is different. Yes. So the response should be a lot tighter, because that was one of the major complaints, is that there was a large dead space in the middle. So they've shrunk that down. So hopefully you have a lot more tactile control. Feel like, when you move the joystick a little bit, you have really dialed in control. So coming late January. Buzzing. I'm always running portable, so my 150 is small and quiet. It works well, but I have no idea if the Netgear would be better in any way. So depending on how many cameras you're running, and I like that Netgear has done all of the configuration for you, so there's very little to screw up. Netgear, actually, Ubiquity, like if you ever have to restart the switch or something like that, like hard factory restart, man, I find it not intuitive. They go offline while they're rebooting. They don't tell you that's what they're doing. They kind of like disappear, then they come back, and by then you've already tried something else, and it's especially frustrating for the gateway, to be honest with you. But anyway, hey, feel free to take it over to Discord. We'd love to dissect network questions there too. Hey, Beep Chirp, what's going on? So it's funny that you like that. I actually hate that. What? That I like what? The pre-configured stuff? You want to set it all up by yourself? Yeah, expand on that, Beep Chirp, because I'd be very interested to know what you hate about it. The in terms of functionality and like its the 4250 is equally as quiet as the Unify one. You can run it in quiet mode, and the fans only kick on if it starts to really get hot. But why is i3 a trap? Why is i3 a trap? So I'm an old school network engineer, and I care about how things are configured. I've never met a system that does it, quote, right. Well, I've never... okay, well, fair enough. I mean, network engineers have a bit of an artistic side to them in terms of they like their technology to sing, but they like to sing their song, not necessarily... But, like, think of it this way. Okay, you're a network engineer. But if you want a high-performing switch and you want to hand it to somebody and say, look up your own resources online and get this fired up, Unify is probably not where you're going to go. Netgear is where you're going to go because they have setup videos. BirdDog will probably have setup videos pretty soon. And we can literally hand it to a retired video broadcaster who's used to the broadcast realm and not networking, and he can probably figure it out. So, why is layer 3 a trap? I mean, you're gonna want the layer 3 functions of the switch, right? So, I mean, here's the thing. The other reason why I like the Netgear stuff is they actually support it. They support the NDI world. Unify doesn't. Cisco doesn't. Friggin' Aruba doesn't. HP definitely doesn't. HP is actually working against NDI. Netgear's the only one that's like full in. They have NDI engineers in France. Come on. So I just got banned from Twitch. How'd that happen? What? Oh, I just saw you got banned. Oh, yeah, so the story goes, I was posting malicious links, aka the support website. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks, Twitch. Thanks for really, making sure your algorithms are tight as a drum. Just take any old link and, oh, he posted a website. Better shut him down for the day. Cool. Well, you have now confirmed that I want to move away from Twitch because that's a pain in the rear. Because you take high-performance piece of kit that does forwarding in silicon and say, hey, take all these packets and shove them up to the CPU via CPU interface. Well, not necessarily. That's my issue with Ubiquity Gen 2, is it's all CPU-based. It's all software-driven. It's not hardware at all. They're not a fan of John sending people spam websites. It's true. That is what happened. I haven't seen I haven't seen Netgear sending all those packets to the CPU level, though. It's hardware driven. Are you mad because there's a user interface? I think maybe that's what it is. You're like one of those Cisco guys that's like, if it's not command prompt, I don't want anything to do with it. Right? Just come on, you can come out and admit it. It's totally fine. Yeah. I genuinely don't believe that technology should be limited to people that know how to navigate around a very difficult system just to make something work, which should be user-friendly. You need to be able to manage things with the CLI or at the worst level API. Yes, there it is. I hate all the Unify OS stuff too. I'm not picky in that way. Yeah, I don't really... the only thing I really like about the Unify OS is it shows you the routing table. Like all the MAC addresses and IPs associated with them. It's easy to get to it. But I am not a believer that network switches should remain in the stinking API, CLI world. Sorry, I disagree. If we genuinely want people to have solid networking, they need to be able to understand and navigate how to configure the thing. Yeah. CLI or die is a Cisco. Yeah. It's true. It's very true. I think Beep Chirp doesn't like innovation. I might save myself some cash and just stick with Unify until something is a problem. Looks like I might have started something. No, you haven't started something. You just bring out the true colors, which the table stakes in a switch or router console. Wow. I actually think that, yeah, perhaps the innovation piece is not... You're not too thrilled about that. Never did any Cisco Juniper Etc. certification. So, are you just upset because you spent all that time learning it and now it's irrelevant? Maybe that's the thing. I'm trying to just figure out what it is, where this venomous anti-user-friendly, user interface protest is coming from. I've written the command and control for monitoring stacks of a tier. Okay. I mean, again, we're talking about people who don't know anything about networking needing to have high performance networks. We better make it user friendly. I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same case that I make about BirdDog products. You got to make the web UI as user intuitive as possible, not convoluted and have weird words that nobody knows what that means, or only broadcast engineers know what that means. Like, everyone's buying this stuff. We gotta make it accessible. If you can't automate it, it's worthless. I mean, I kind of like that sentiment, to be honest with you. I love automated systems. But anyway, Netgear will get you DHCP without the need for a router. Only in a single switch. Unify needs a separate router to supply DHCP. I do like the one-stop shop with the Netgear AV line. If you can't automate it, it's a drain on human resources and you can't scale. See, that I disagree with, because you can set up one Netgear 4250 and literally plug in another switch to one of its open ports, and it will take that information and giddy up with it. So there's no real configuration required other than firmware updates, which you have to do on any switch anyways. So, I do appreciate that there are no ads on YouTube. There you go. No ads on YouTube. Do not make things less consumer friendly. Yeah. Preach, senseless. I agree. No ads on Twitch either. Yeah, there shouldn't be ads now on any of those platforms, at least. I was an affiliate, which is why they were running ads, but all that stuff should be gone now. Back to potato chips and crisps here in the UK. Is this thing... It's kind of peeking out, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Sorry, folks. Let me back that down a bit. Hopefully that will soften the... Okay, there. That's a little better. Okay, back to potato chips, or crisps. Pickled onion monster munch is also amazing. All right, so that is a flavor I have not had. I'm a big dill pickle fan when it comes to potato chips. Ketchup chips, those are things that I miss, mostly because they're in Canada. All dressed chips, those are great. Also in Europe, by the way, as I understand it, because, our ties with Europe. The Commonwealth. I always get ads on. You shouldn't anymore, Kevin. It shouldn't show any more ads. If it does, they're ripping me off. Which shouldn't surprise anybody because I got banned. And so maybe we'll just dump Twitch altogether. If they give me grief about this, I'll be out. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube page, because if I get 100 subscribers, which is a long way off, I think before the show started I had 3. If I get 100, I can have a custom URL, and that'd be awesome, because then it's not going to be that weirdo one that I posted earlier. So, everyone, remember to like and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that bell notifications so you get yada 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 every time. Whatever that thing is. Even when you're an affiliate, no ads on Twitch. And then I have Nitro or whatever. Oh, okay, there you go. No ads, follows, subs, or streams on Twitch. No, nothing on Twitch right now, evidently. No channel even. Wait, John, you want a custom URL? Yeah, I think I have to hit some sort of threshold to do it. I was reading today because I wanted to change it. But right now it's, hey, I got to go. It's been fun. Thanks for, take it easy, Alex. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out today. And yeah, we're rounding the bend here. We spent like 20 minutes figuring out what happened to the Twitch stream. But yeah, until they come back and apologize, I think I'll just be petty about it and turn off that stream and send an RTMP stream somewhere else. Hey, Beepster, did we ever figure out how to do RTMP on Twitch or on Discord? Because I'll totally get you that. Yeah, 100 followers will get you a unique one. There you go. That's what I was thinking. Can you hang out for a few minutes yet then? I think I'm hanging out right now. Are I not? Okay, so if you're on the fence about coming to NAB this year, you need to come to NAB this year. There is posted on our social media, for Bird Dog social media and a bunch of places, of how to get like free admission. So yeah, use that code. And if you use our code, yeah, we get like perks. Not perks. We get like pennies towards our next rental for the show or whatever. Well, anyways, this year, our booth is twice as big as it's ever been, evidently. So, super excited. They're tasking me with a few jobs, and so I'm going to have to go a little bit early before the show starts. So, I'll be there. All the sales guys will pretty much be there. Some executives from the Down Under will be there. But we're going to have lots of cool stuff. Our fleet will be there. And maybe some other stuff. So, yeah, pretty excited about that. Should be good. Hopefully you can join us in Vegas for a day or two and come hang out. I can actually look up exhibitors at NAB Las Vegas. I can tell you exactly where we're going to be. Exhibitors, search for Bird Dog, booth C, Central Hall, 5021. C, 5201. So come hang out. We'd love to see you. Love to shake your hand. We'll have some hand sanitizer on hand so that, you know, if you are hesitant. Let's look at the floor plan real quick. All right, let me throw this over here so that you can. So this is Central Hall. There are several halls, like 3 or 4. Anyways, this is the one we'll be in. I'm not too sure what create means. Oh, this is like the creation avenue. So we're across the road from Canon. So just look for the massive Canon site and then spin around 180 degrees and go past Telscript International, and we'll be right behind them. So yeah, come hang out. Super excited. Have this little main drag right here. Oh, we're right near the stairs. I think this is really close to where we were in 2019. It's got to be really close. Maybe it's the same place, actually. Anyway. Yeesh. Pretty excited about this, y'all. So the booth was half this size. Last time it was one of these ones. And now we got this big old Jesse. So, yeah, come hang out. It'd be awesome. I don't know what the final list is of all the things that we're bringing, but there will be a lot of stuff to check out. So I'm really excited. I've only seen mock-ups of what the booth is going to look like. Yeah. So come along, boys. This will be fun. And girls. Anybody's welcome. No, we don't discriminate. But yeah, please join us. It would be so fun to have you there. And stop by and say hi. Remember, everybody, like and subscribe. Did Nightbot get scared? Is that what's happened here? So I don't see Nightbot actually talking. Oh, no. Yeah, I think Nightbot got canned because the Twitch show's off. But anyway. So stupid. Still mad. Let's see if it's 12 o'clock, so it's been like 30 minutes since it went down. So let's just take a quick peek and see. Cool. Nothing yet from Twitch. So, there's that. So, this is something funny. I was watching a video earlier today. So I'm from Ontario, and I do some camping in Northern Ontario. So I was watching this YouTube video of this guy who was going on a trip through Algonquin Park, which is one of the big national provincial parks in Ontario. And he's doing this big loop. Man, I got to 4 minutes and 30 seconds into his video, and I had seen 6 advertisements. 6 ads with under 5 minutes. I'd seen 6 ads. It was insane. And I just commented, I was like, hey man, I really want to watch this video, but I've seen 6 advertisements in 5 minutes. This is brutal. Like, you gotta cut down on the ads, because I really want to watch this, but I just can't. So he just responded and said, hey, I'm really sorry to hear that you had to stop due to all the ads. It's a free platform, so the only way that we get money is to support the channel. I totally understand this can be frustrating. You could potentially try YouTube Premium. Thanks again. I mean, I understand you're trying to make a buck, buddy, but like 6 less than 1 a minute. 1 per minute, basically. It was so rough. When I saw the 4th advertisement, I was like, dang, it's only been like 2.5 minutes. I've seen 4 ads. And then I got to 4.5 minutes and 2 more ads started. I was like, oh, forget that. Oh, yeah, and non-skippable ads. And I was like, yikes, this is brutal. You can't even, like, could you imagine if you're watching like a podcast, like a Joe Rogan podcast or something like that, and it was 3 hours, and every 5 minutes you had to watch 6 ads? Are you insane? Like, yeah, yikes. It was a nightmare. I didn't know you were from Ontario specifically. I have friends in Hamilton. Oh, I know Hamilton. Not too far from where I grew up. Yes, but I am from Ontario. Like central southern Ontario. So in a little town called Georgetown is where I grew up. But most of the time I just say Toronto. That's the closest major city. I understand wanting to make money from your work. People deserve that. But you are going to experience diminishing returns if it's an egregious amount of ad use. Seriously, it was just way too much. I just couldn't. Like, if I ran an advertisement on this show every 2.5... No, if I ran an advertisement every minute on this show, how many of you would hang around? Like 1 minute... Oh, hey, it's been a minute. Let me run a 30-second ad. Let me run a 10-second ad real quick. And it's like, no. I should respond to them and be like, I understand trying to make money, but 1 minute, every ad... 1 ad per minute, that's insane. You can't even enjoy the videography of the video because it's like constant commercials. It's brutal. Anyway, enough of me complaining about that. Hey, thanks so much for hanging on today with our Twitch fiasco. Yeah, that was a really frustrating thing. But yeah, thanks for jumping onto different platforms and hanging out. Really appreciate that. I should jump over and actually see the events going on. So 5 folks over on YouTube. That's cool. That's the most that channel's ever seen. And another couple of users on Facebook. So that's about right. I'm not ready yet. Not ready for what? Hey, if you're over on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and like. started streaming 75 minutes ago on YouTube, and YouTube didn't ban me for posting a link to the support desk. So there's that. Doubled my subscribers on YouTube today. Hey, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. That means a whole heap, man. That's great. Cool stuff. This music, something else, man. It is something else. All right. Well, that was an unexpected Thursday show. I wasn't planning on having any sort of confrontation with Twitch, but here you are. And we will just consider this is quite the music. It's like 8-bit spaz. Yeah, it's a little intense. It'll be over in 10 seconds or less. There we go. All right, let's see if the next one is a little more ooh, it's like a boss level. It's totally like a final boss, but not like end of game boss, but just, you know, like you're fighting Bowser at the end of World 1. That's how I'm going to describe that. All right. I'm going to reload the BirdDogJon site. Currently banned. That's a shame, Twitch. You know, maybe they're just bitter because I chose to give up my status with them, and now I'm streaming to a whole bunch of platforms, and they're mad that I'm not Twitch exclusive anymore. So they're like, well, we don't need him, and we'll just cut him off. So yeah, that's possible. It's possible. Big. Name that movie. Alrighty. Well, that about wraps it up for me, folks. It has been a busy week, a bizarre show. Thank you so much for jumping on to YouTube and Facebook. I'm just going to say, next week, let's plan on meeting on YouTube, and I'll post that in social media so that reminders go out. But join me over on YouTube or on Facebook or on LinkedIn if you absolutely want to. Those platforms will probably for sure be running. And then we'll give you an update on the Twitch stuff. So fine, I guess I'll wait until Tuesday. Wait, what did I miss? Waiting on the third-party confirmation. Wait, what did I miss? Hang on. What are you not ready for? Can you hang on for a few minutes? Oh. Yeah, okay, fine. I can wait on for a few extra minutes. Are you designing a custom URL? Who knows? You know, I have yet to drink any of this water. So I will drink some of this water while we wait for Beep Chirp to tell me what it is that he needs me to wait around for. Do you know somebody at YouTube? More importantly, have you subscribed at YouTube yet? It's really annoying because we went to all that effort to have people subscribe onto Twitch, and then to have it totally like dumped is annoying. But more on that later, I guess. It'll probably not be permanent. I did submit the complaint and said, hey, you guys banned me for just posting a link to my support for my company. Thanks for nothing. Thanks for muffin. Thanks for mutton. Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to jump back over to LinkedIn. I like the stream on LinkedIn. All right, I can wait another minute or two. So, yeah, definitely, if you're in the industry, make plans to be at NAB this year, just even for a day. The show goes from Sunday afternoon until Wednesday. Like, really bizarre. Because we got to be out by Friday. So the exhibitors, there's like an exhibitor schedule, and we're able to get in on like Monday or Tuesday the week before and set up for the show and then run the show. So I'm going to go early, probably on Tuesday, and then start setting up Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hopefully it won't be set up just the whole time, but I also don't know when the booth will be constructed, so it's built out of like wooden nails, so it's pretty impressive when they get it kind of up. We have a contract with somebody, I've heard, that's going to build it for us, so I'm spinning up BirdDogJon.tv for you. What? Yeah, it got eaten. Oh, that'd be alright. And it's going to link to my YouTube page? That'd be hilarious. Another favor by Beep Chirp. Brought to you by Beep Chirp. Anyways, going back to NAB real quick, just while we have a second. I haven't been authorized to talk about much of what's planned, but yeah, it's going to be a big year. I think NAB, this is the year where NAB itself as a convention will really have to make itself known why it's worthwhile, because the past 2 years since it's been canceled, everyone's like, yeah, I don't ever see NAB being a thing anymore. You know, that's not going to be a show. And so if they're going to reinvent themselves, they really need to make it big, or they're going to lose a lot of the traction that they've had for many years. So a lot of the vendors are doing that, but we shall see. By default to YouTube, yes, but occasionally with the Facebook or whatever it takes you to the other places. Hey, 100 messages. There you go. Yeah, you are doing so anyways, but Beep Chirp doesn't send snacks. It's true. Those who send snacks also have a special place in our hearts. But you're saying there's a plan. I am saying there's a plan. So yeah, I think the vendors are going to give it a really good go this year, and invest in the show and see what happens post-pandemic, and then make a decision about their long-term involvement. So I'm not speaking as a Bird Dog employee. I'm speaking as someone who's listening to the realm of broadcast video and seeing how much people are investing. It'll be really interesting to find out like how much Sony and Canon and all those guys invest. I'm gonna move this because I'm like lounging now. Okay, so how much they invest, because yeah, if they go all in and make it a huge year, then that will be a big difference for the show itself. So yeah. Oh, that's funny. I typed in NAB Las Vegas and hit enter, and the first thing that came up was 2020 NAB show canceled. And I did not read the date, and my brain was like, what? Oh, little heart attack there. 2022. All systems go. That's what's happening. So that's cool. You can certainly go to nabshow.com and see what it is that I'm looking at. Matter of fact, I could share this here. They do a really nice job with their website. So yeah, you do need to register, and this is where you would put in your pass information. So it would otherwise cost you $160 to come to the show, but you could register and put in our code, which I should totally know. I should totally know that. Whoa, what was that? What on earth is going on here? What are you guys seeing here? I have no idea. Why? That was weird. Here, let's try this again. What? What is that? Something's wrong. Let me open. I think maybe there's like a playlist problem here. Edit playlist. Delete shot. Yoink. Alright. So now, what? Main shot. Yoink, yoink. Okay, does this work? Okay, this is working now. Weird. Ugh. Gremlins. Alright, so you could sign up here and attend. Pay the fee if you want. But what if we BirdDog.tv? Did we put anything on about NAB on here? Certainly we would. No. Belfast goes all in. Yada yada yada. Really, there's no link here to okay, hang on. I'm gonna find out for you. Since we're sitting around, we're just gonna go to our social media outlet. That is where it was posted last. Bueller. All right. Let's search for content. Here we go. So, yes, stand C5021, free guest pass when you use the code LV, Las Vegas, LV54287. LV54287. You can get a free guest pass to the show. That's like, I think it's full access to the show, right? So it's $160 saved. Giddy up. So yeah, if you want to come but you don't want to pay that price, jump in and grab a free guest pass. I think it's good up until the show, but make your travel plans now. Also, finding a place to stay in Vegas, I don't think it's super hard, but we've already booked our places, so yeah, giddy up. Cool. All right. I'm going to keep pinging the BirdDogJon.tv. You're just putting in a routing service? Is that what you're doing, Beep Chirp? That you're punching this into your DNS or something? Cool. What I really need to do is pay for that domain and just make it like an RTMP host, and then that's just where I send everybody with the Discord Twitch channel on the side, and people can contribute there. There's got to be a way to do it. Yoink. Dexy's still asleep. Been sleeping for an hour and 20 minutes at this point. There's definitely a plan to answer the last question, which I think I've already answered. Anyway. Okay. Well, I probably do need to jet. Thanks for hanging around, everybody. This was a fun day. Kind of a difficult day to sort out, but evidently this is not new for Twitch. They are notorious for just banning you without telling you. So there you go. We're off Twitch right now. Hopefully get that restored, because that's a fairly regular place that we hang out. But in the meantime, subscribe to the YouTube page that many of you are on. You can also chat there. The live chat does show up here in Restream and then posts on the actual stream itself. So feel free to join us over there, and that'd be great. It's another platform we're using. We're also using LinkedIn, my own profile, which is linkedin.com/users/BirdDogJon, I think. So you can find me there. Or you can find me on the Facebook beta group, Facebook user group. A bunch of places. So good times. Good times, great oldies. We shall see you all next week. The plan is to be back on Tuesday at 11, at least to 11 to 12. So be sure you join us. I'm not too sure. Well, I know these 4 platforms will be good, but not too sure if Twitch will be up. So we'll roll with it, and I'll let you guys know next show what the long-term plan is with that. So hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're looking forward to a good weekend coming up. It's going to be kind of chilly here in Michigan, so we'll have to decide on what the plan is, but we will be back on Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully you can join us, and that would be fantastic. I'm just lining up a video here to go out, and we will see you all next week. So take care of yourselves. We shall see you soon, and have a great weekend. Bye, guys.